Well, here we are, getting ready to fill in for KTSA in San Antonio tomorrow, my friend Sean Rima. Look what's going on here. Number one, Israel is mercilessly pounding the terrorist Hamas in Gaza. Hezbollah, terrorists to the north of Lebanon, not joining in. Israel has punished them harshly, and so they're going to be silent. Also, meantime, Israel is now threatening Hamas that for every hostage you kill, we will annex part of Gaza. Yes, you go. Number two, but SpaceX Dragon vehicle brings back our two astronauts who were stuck in space. Musk confirming tonight on an interview with Hannity, and previously Musk had confirmed this. One of the astronauts, Wilmore and Williams are the two astronauts. And Wilmore agreed that Elon Musk was right when he said that Biden intentionally stranded them out there because he didn't want Elon Musk to look good by rescuing the astronauts. They were supposed to be there 8 days. They instead were there for 268 or something like that days, almost 10 months. It is destructive to the body. It is destructive. They lose 1% of bone marrow or bone mass per month they're out there. It is destructive to their eyesight. It is destructive to their muscular abilities. There's so much damage Joe Biden did to them because he didn't want Musk, a friend of Trump's, to look good. What a sick and petty man. And I'm glad they're back. ICE making a dramatic action. It's fun, lots of fun. You can see it on my Twitter feed at Chris Crock Show, ChrisKrok. When two Tren de Aragua illegals, and one of them, an esposa, wife of one of the Tren de Aragua illegals, gangbanger, terrorist, she's pregnant 8 months, and whatever, she's pregnant, and they wouldn't let him in. They wouldn't let ICE into the car so they could cuff him and stuff him. So ICE smashed the window out, and they were yelling, "No, no, no! I know my right! I know my rights!" They're reciting some ACLU or Democrat talking point that shows you don't know your rights. Then they bashed out the other side. They both sides of the as we say in Texas, the windows, not the windows, the windows, and did a great job with that. So they cuffed him and stuffed him. Get him out of here, the terrorists. Number four, just in. This is beautiful. Do you remember the whistleblowers for the IRS that talked about all the Hunter Biden cover up of his tax evasion, tax fraud, and so much more vile things? And it was those two top whistleblowers that came out and exposed it all that began the taking down of the Biden administration, Hunter Biden, all the corruption, Biden DOJ and IRS. Trump Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has just promoted those two whistleblowers to the top. They are now going to be spending the next year and a half investigating the IRS, smoking out all of these partisan hacks out of their holes and throwing them out of the IRS. Quote, the culture of being able to come forward when you see wrongdoing is a central part of our democracy. I saw these two fellows before the president's address to Congress in Speaker Johnson's office. They came to me and said, you know what, sir, we're still being harassed. No longer. They're coming for you. What do you call it? Liberal Democrat partisan hacks in the IRS. They're coming for you. They ain't coming for us this time. What else? Oh, fun stuff here. Doge. This is great. You want to hear some desperate, clingy, shaking, freaking out liberals? Doge went into the U.S. Institute of Peace. It was originally founded by Ronald Reagan way back when. Now it's run by a bunch of leftist bureaucratic hacks. So Doge staffers went in and they were going to, audit and, can people that deserve to be canned and shrink it. And so the head of it, the head of the U.S. Institute for Peace, locked the door and wouldn't let him in. Was acting like a leftist scaredy catch, a shaky, yelly turd, and called the cops on him. Well, that's okay. The Metropolitan Police Department escorted the Doge staffers in, and the head of the U.S. Institute for Peace, a man whose name is Mr. Moose. Mr. Moose! Is he a cartoon characters in Bullwinkle and whatever? Mr. Moose! Mr. Moose! Won't you let me in? Mr. Moose! Can I be your friend? Why are you calling the cops on me, Mr. Moose? I don't know what noise the moose makes. Anyways, they got in there. He was fired. Now he's whining and screaming like a liberal. This from journalist Colin Rugg. As the JFK files are being released today, and of course more tomorrow, we now know that Gary Underhill, who worked for the CIA, according to journalist Colin Rugg's report, Gary Underhill, who worked for the CIA, was found dead after he revealed to friends that the CIA was responsible for JFK's assassination. Day after the assassination, Gary Underhill left Washington in a hurry. Later in the evening, he showed up at the home of friends in New Jersey. He was very agitated. A small clique within the CIA was responsible for the assassination, he confided, and then he was afraid for his life and probably would have to leave the country. Less than 6 months later, he was found shot to death in his Washington apartment. I'm shocked. The coroner ruled it suicide. And here's what I want to know, and I'm not doubting this either. What do I know? Why would the CIA, and you can laugh, I'm not deep into the whole thing. Why was the CIA responsible for the assassination? I don't doubt it. But why do they want to kill Kennedy? Policy, I'm sure, but nonetheless, uh, I will see you tomorrow, and I love doing this with you every single day. And this is Rock Talk.